What's happening, guys? It's Jeremy Blant with Remax Southern Shores, and today I wanted to first, just before we get started, say fly Eagles fly. Congratulations on making it to the Super Bowl. I wore my jersey just for this video, and this is going to be a timely one with Valentine's Day just around the corner, but this is some important information you guys can use year-round when you're thinking of places to go for a date. You know, there's so many things to do in the Myrtle Beach area that it can be a little overwhelming trying to figure out what's a good thing to take a date, what's some things that might be a waste of money, or what are the things that I should be expecting. Now, the list that I'm going to share today, these are things that my wife and I enjoy. I have to be honest up front, my wife does not care for some things like others. She's not a fan of going shopping. She's not a fan of, walking around malls and that kind of stuff. To her, that's torture. She'd rather shop on her phone, so she does that. So we're not going to talk about shopping and those kinds of things for dates, but here are the top 5 things that I think are great dates in the Myrtle Beach area. The first thing that I want to talk about is going to one of the evening shows that we have here in the Myrtle Beach area. There's a lot of great live entertainment and shows that take place every single night here throughout the year. You have places like the Carolina Opry, there's the Alabama Theater, there's the Wonders Magic Show at Broadway at the beach, and there's so many other things. Heck, there's Legends in Concert. If you're a big Elvis fan, take your date to see that. She'd love to see the King live on stage, I'm sure. So there's a lot of great shows that you can go check out. It has local performers to the Myrtle Beach area performing every night. And I have to be honest, the quality of the shows are really, really good. I've had the ability over the years to perform with several of these people at my church. They come and sometimes join our worship team, and I am blown away by the talent that we have here in Myrtle Beach. So if you're looking for a great place to take the date, enjoy a show, have a little entertainment, definitely check out one of those shows. Now for our second place that we're going to talk about, if you enjoy getting high with your date, this is going to be the place for you. I have to say, honestly, this is the place you're going to definitely get the highest in Myrtle Beach, and that is the Myrtle Beach SkyWheel. It is over 180 feet tall, has 42 private gondolas that you can go in. They're climate controlled. You can get in there with your date, take that little ride around and see some of the most amazing, spectacular views of the Myrtle Beach skyline all up and down the strip. It is gorgeous to see. I've gone many times during dusk, right as the sun's setting, and it is just so gorgeous to look up and see all the way up the northern coast or all the way down the south down to Garden City. There's also some other great advantages. If your date's a little afraid of heights, well, it's okay to get a little bit closer and give her a little snuggle, maybe keep her, you have to comfort her so she doesn't get afraid of the heights. So you definitely want to go check out the SkyWheel. And when you're done, there's so many awesome things that you can do right around there. There's the Fun Plaza just down. There's the boardwalk that you can take a stroll, and so many other great little spots to check out in Myrtle Beach, and some of the oldest history of Myrtle Beach right there that you can go and enjoy with your date. The third thing on the list is a personal favorite of mine, and also the guy who helps me shoot video. He told me he loves to do this with his wife, and that is go to Broadway at the beach. There's so many things that you can do there. You can just go and do one of our favorite activities, people watch, which there's usually a lot of them there during the summer, but in the off season that we're in right now, it's almost like a ghost town. It's so quiet, everything's lit up, everything's running, and there's hardly anyone around. But there's so much you can do there at Broadway at the beach. If your date likes to shop, well, there's hundreds of stores to visit and check out. If you get hungry from all the walking, well, there's great restaurants that you can have. Heck, go over and see Paula Deen's restaurant, or go to Hard Rock Cafe and have a rockin' burger, or go over to Wahlburgers and have a celebrity burger. There's so many options that you can do right there. If the weather's not the greatest during the day, not a big deal. Go over to Wonderworks, which is an upside down house, and you can walk through and explore all the things there, or take your date, go over to Ripley's Aquarium and ride in the Tunnel of Love. Well, it's not the Tunnel of Love. It's a tunnel, though, where you can go right underneath the sharks, where you could literally reach up and almost touch them. It's a great spot. My kids love it. The fourth thing on our list is kind of an obvious, and it's, kind of the go-to date that a lot of people do, and that's just a simple dinner date. But here in the Myrtle Beach area, guys, we don't do anything normal. I've shared in the past in our videos, There are enough restaurants in the Myrtle Beach area to eat 3 meals a day for a year and a half and never eat the same place twice. So you can take your date to one new spot every time you have a date night. Go and try them out. If you've gone through 3.5 years of places, then maybe you're eating out a little too much, to be honest, but I doubt you're ever gonna reach that limit. As I've shared in some of my videos in the past where I've done my top restaurants of 2022 and top restaurants of 2021, I'll link those here so you can check them out. Some of my favorite spots to go on a date is the Library, New York Prime, Clark's Seafood and Chop House up in Little River, and of course Hook and Barrel, where they have the extra thick bacon that they carry out and it comes on a bar with meat hooks hanging 4 pieces of it. It is absolutely delicious. So those are some great spots that you can go have a dinner date as well. And hey, why not end that date by taking a trip down to the beach and strolling along the sand? It's one of the reasons you moved here anyway, so why not go and enjoy it with your date? All right guys, so we're down to the final one, but before we get there, if I haven't named yours yet, do me a favor. Leave a comment down below. Tell me, where is your favorite place to go on a date? You might give me some ideas to score a little bit of brownie points with my wife, but it's also gonna help everyone else out there who's looking for great date ideas to find them as well. And with that being said, let's get to number 1, my wife's absolute favorite place to go, Brookgreen Gardens. Why is that? Well, my wife is very much into planting, flowers, horticulture, all of that kind of stuff. She loves to go and visit the beautiful botanical gardens down at Brookgreen. That's a lot of B's to say there, isn't it? But she loves to go check them out. There's also some amazing statues that are put throughout the entire garden. In addition, there's also a zoo that you can go and check out. My wife absolutely loves this place, guys, so much that back in 2006, I took her there on a date. Now, I was very nervous when I took her on this date because I packed a lunch beforehand, and well, you may have guessed it by now, but that's actually where I proposed to my wife back in 2006. It's a very special place that sits in my heart and hers, and one of our favorite places to go and check out, and probably one of the most romantic spots that Horry and Georgetown County has available to you. So you definitely want to check this one out. Plan on being there for a good amount of the day. Wear some comfortable shoes. Don't try to get too fancy in your dress because you're going to do a lot of walking, but it's definitely a spot where you can just go, enjoy, stroll around, be outside in the beautiful nature that Horry County and Georgetown County has to offer, and enjoy some of the great stuff that is in the garden. And guys, hopefully you enjoyed this list. If you did, do me a favor as always, give it a thumbs up, get the bell on, and well, if you want to learn more about moving to the area, my contact information is down below. Feel free to shoot me an email or a text. I'm here to help you however I can, and hope you all have a good one. See ya.